to tell me right off the bat, you two are ultra alpha females, extremely successful. What was it like when you two got together for this project here, Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition?
Go ahead, Abby.
It was good. I really didn't know Robin. I just knew her reputation and the success of the Pussycat Dolls. But we clicked right away, as did our other judge, Richie.
Yeah.
He's not with us today because he had to fly right back to LA to do a video shoot. However, it just kind of clicked.
I think
we all knew why we were there. We knew what we wanted to achieve with the show, and it worked.
I was a huge fan of Abby, of Dance Moms, and I was watching the show religiously, and it was just crazy when the opportunity came up. I was like, oh my God, I would love to work with Abby. And so the first day I walked in and saw her, she looked at me and she said, oh no, you're too skinny.
I love that.
But we really have a great relationship.
Yes.
And we get along so well, and
we get along off camera as well. You know, we're friends. It's all good. I've learned a lot from Robin.
And I've learned a lot from Abby.
Yes.
So, tell me this. What is it that impedes the success, the growth, if you will, of young dancers today? What's the main thing?
I would say school, homework, you know, all these AP classes that parents insist their children take, when sometimes, you know, that class wasn't designed for every child. It was designed for children that pick up quickly, children that are academically, you know, enriched and advanced. And, you know, there's lots of kids that are just basic BC average students.
Yeah.
And it takes them 4 and 5 hours to do their homework, so they're falling behind, and the parents say, oh, the dancing has to go.
And I think that the sad part, you know, what's great about this show and what's great about what Abby's done and what I've done in the dance community is that we've shown that it's such an incredible way to grow, you know, obviously physically. I mean, it teaches you that you can be in shape and healthy and fit forever, you know what I mean? But it just for your mind, you know, it's something that's so good. It's sad that it's not a part of schooling, of, you know, going to school and taking your math and your English and your science and your dance class, you know? I mean, I think that
it's, you know, to watch these children learn a routine, even the kids on Dance Moms,
yes,
to learn a routine one day and get out there and compete it on stage on, you know, national television in front of a live audience the next day is pretty remarkable. I mean, you know, when you set a Broadway show, once you get through the audition process, there's months that go by tweaking that show and learning those numbers. This is like the next day.
Yeah.
So we are training them to comprehend movement quickly. And that's going to be good, you know, whatever they choose to do in their life. It's going to be great training.
Okay, Robin, I have a question for you. Now, we know that you have put together the Pussycat Dolls and Girlicious. You know, when I think about young girls, young teenage girls who think about, they approach fame, they approach superstardom, what, in your opinion, kind of holds, you know, kind of holds them back from pursuing their dreams? Is it that the thought that they can instantly become famous and they don't want to work hard?
There's a lot of those girls that I've dealt with out there that think that they don't realize that there's a process, that there's a journey to get there. And like we were just talking about, you know, the training is such, it's one of the most important parts, you know, but it's also learning about how to deal with each other, and it's learning about the business and being a smart dancer, a smart performer, and growing. You know, when you look at women like Beyonce and all of these women that have become successful. I mean, even Christina Aguilera, even Britney Spears. I mean, they all started so young, and they have had to work so hard to get to where they are. The Pussycat Dolls, the same thing. You know, we have worked so hard to get the girls to that point. Now I'm creating the new Pussycat Dolls, and it's the same thing. And it's a lot of work. People don't realize the amount of work that goes into wanting to be a star, you know, and that's something that we, both Abby and I, are really good at teaching.
And I'm the dance teacher that's out there that does produce employable dancers, working dancers in the industry. There's dance studios all over this country that have never had a kid that goes on to work professionally. And I have, 50% of my graduating class is going to pursue this career. And they're ready, they're prepared, they have their heels, they have their sheet music, they can sing, they're groomed, they know what to wear to the audition, and they treat it as a business.